business. Devices and screen sizes. How can you ensure your website looks great on every device? Introducing responsive website design. Upgrade to responsive website design today, and give your customers the best online experience possible. With responsive design, your website automatically adjusts to the screen size of the device it's being viewed on. No more zooming in and out, or scrolling left and right. Your website will always look great, no matter the device. Get a free consultation. Contact us today at Mainstream Digicom.
This is Monday Sales CRM, an intuitive CRM that helps you actually close deals.
Need an efficient web design strategy, search engine optimization, paid search engine marketing, or even social media marketing services. At JavaLogic, we make your website work for you by getting dream customers who are asking for your services. We'll find the best keyword combinations for your business so you can rank higher in the search engines when potential customers are ready to buy. We'll create and optimize your current website so that it is beautiful, easy to navigate. So when your dream customers visit, they'll want to come back again and again.
Peace, I'm Farah Hamid Freeman, founder and director of the OFC. We're also known as the One Full Circle Melanated Community Resource Hub and Network, founded October 2011. I'm honored for this opportunity to introduce you all to the OFC, but more importantly, I'm excited for what this OFC BNI collaboration will economically do for your business, your family, and our community. The OFC is dedicated to bridging the gap between the French and the English-speaking melanated community, and to empowering the community by providing culturally adapted resources and support. But the power of the OFC is in our network. We serve a community of over 16,000 members. Our members consist of entrepreneurs and business owners, as well as individuals and families. All members are committed to supporting each other in order to create a solid economic foundation for ourselves and our future generations. Within the OFC, we understand that by supporting your business, your company will expand and will eventually create employment opportunities for our youth. Our model is simple. Members come to us for products and services, and we refer them to you. At the end of the day, we may have amazing products and services, but we need access to clients willing to spend money in our businesses in order for us to thrive. This collaboration is doing exactly that and more. Being accepted as a member of an OFC BNI chapter means that you will benefit from the powerful business-to-business networking and coaching from BNI, in addition to the constant flow of clients and support from the OFC. Like BNI says, we are stronger together. But don't take my word for it. Get involved and experience the benefits for yourself. If this opportunity is right for you, let me be the first to welcome you to the OFC community and to the BNI family. To get started with the OFC, simply sign up at ofccommunity.com. Our member success representatives are ready to be at your service. In the meantime, please remember to think of us first for all your community and business needs. Thank you again for your time and enjoy the rest of the presentation.
Yep. Pause. Stop. Okay. Grand rising, beautiful people. I am so grateful to life, for God, our creator, and our ancestors for creating another awesome opportunity for us to be able to get together this morning. And I just ask that the time that we spend together, let it be very extremely efficient and productive for all our guests, our individuals, and our business owners who are on here with us this morning and who will be joining us this morning. So grand rising, everybody. I hope you're having an exceptional Tuesday morning and your week has started off pretty awesome. So we are in another OFC community and business team meeting. As you guys just heard, this whole thing came to being because of the relationship between the OFC and BNI. But we are looking to do things a little bit different because we do bridge between individuals as well as business owners. So we like to pride ourselves in being a community resource first. So we aren't a conventional business networking group, so to speak. We're more of a space to be able to come together and to build as a community. Our spaces are available. The workshops are available for individuals to be able to participate and to listen as guests just to see what's happening within the community, and are also welcome to chime in, ask questions, and to share things that they see as of value. Professionals are also welcome to just share what is new and exciting with them at work, or if there's tips and tricks that we should know as members of the community, as well as business owners and organizations are invited to introduce themselves, introduce their businesses, to share what some of their challenges are and the type of clients that they're looking for, so that as a collective, we can work together to build and to support each other in our growth. Also, what we do is now, normally at the end of every session, we will have a featured guest, and that featured guest has about 10 minutes to present themselves, deep dive about their business and services, and let you all know a little bit more about themselves. We have to reschedule. We had a featured guest scheduled for today that we had to reschedule. Something came up, but I will actually use this opportunity to chat with you guys a little bit off of some of the things that were discussed over this past weekend. We had an awesome weekend of workshops with Jarvis Gray, who is a business growth strategist who came from Atlanta to connect with the members of the community. Glad to see Brother Fred, Brother Janet. They were able to come out in person. It was awesome to see you guys here in the flesh. It was great. So I have some nuggets and some things I'm going to share with you guys from that workshop. And again, guys, it's time that we level up as business owners and stuff within the community. So we're going to, I'm going to, pull some of the tips and tricks that we learned this last weekend. And so with that, also just quick little housekeeping rules, so everybody knows. One, everybody, you are encouraged to, if you are in the capacity to do so, to turn on your cameras, because we are here to network, see each other. We are a community, so it's great to be able to build. Again, if you are in the capacity to do so. Also, the meetings are completely bilingual, so feel free to communicate English, French, whatever language you're more comfortable in, and if necessary, we will translate. Fait que nos rencontres sont complètement bilingues, fait que gênez-vous pas, communiquez dans la langue de votre choix, et si jamais c'est nécessaire, on va traduire. Et s'il y a de quoi que j'ai déjà mentionné que c'était pas trop clair, s'il vous plaît, faites-moi signe, et ça me fait plaisir de répéter en français. Also, our meetings are recorded, and we load them up onto YouTube after the fact, so that for those who aren't able to join us, they can tune into YouTube after the fact and get whatever quick little updates that they might have missed about you all in terms of business owners. As we're doing our tool in the tab, we have roughly about 90 seconds each to present, so just be a little mindful of the time. If you are going way over your 90 seconds, then I will start flaring my hands and stuff across the screen, just to give you an idea that the time is up. And also, just remember to yes, Ken, thanks. Remember to smile. But no, also remember to as you're introducing yourself, to mention to say what your email or contact information is, so that in the event people who are listening and watching, they'll be able to follow up with you. But I do also strongly encourage that you guys share it within the chat as well, so if other people who are within the Zoom right now want to connect with you after the fact, they will have the means to be able to do so. So now we're going to kick off, and we kick off with our affiliates. So affiliates are the OFC members that are basically like partners with the OFC. We put them at the forefront. They're here to serve your needs in terms of businesses within the community. And they're here to continue to help us to build and to thrive as a community organization. So we're glad to have them with us. We're glad to have them on board. And with no further ado, I think I've touched on a little bit of everything I had to remind you guys of this morning. So we're going to dive right in, and we're going to hail up our first affiliate. Hold on, let me change my view so I can see everybody a little bit better on my screen. Awesome. So first up, Grand Rising Ken. Yeah, I see you first on my screen.
Grand Rising, everybody. I'm Ken Ingram, or in the OFC, Uncle Ken. I'm the habit trainer and coach in the group. I love atomic habits because there's lots of ways to create explosive growth in your business. And one of the best ways is habit forming sales training. Yes, Most of us look at training and coaching as an expense. Well, if athletes believe that, they would never win gold medals. How about a gold medal financial year for your business? Wow. I need your help to find 4 to 5 business owners to sign up for my habit forming sales training program at the beginning of May. The program's 12 sessions of 2 hours. Do your friends and family a favor and encourage them. Encourage them to learn sales skills and habits that will help them to take control. Yes, take control. Be proactive and be the master of their destiny. You can reach me at 514-668-2320 to sign up to the program. And happy habit forming.
Thank you, Ken. I love that. And actually, I'm glad you just brought that up again. When we get to the end, I do want to talk a little bit more about your sales course, because there's some stuff that I had spoken about with Jarvis and with David Cassius, who was one of our process mappers within the collective, and he's on the board with us at the OFC. So when we'll loop back around and we'll talk about your sales course a little bit towards the end of the session today. All right, so thank you, Ken. Thank you for the introduction, and thank you for the energy as usual. Next, brother Preston, and you're double dipping. Seeing you're here this morning, I'm so used to, because you're normally not here for early, so I played your ad, but now I played your ad and you're here to plug yourself too. So good. I'm glad to have you here, brother.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Farrell, for having me this morning. It was an amazing event last week. I was happy to be there at least on Friday, get to meet everybody. Ken, I got an awesome pose. We got a good picture together. So it's awesome. And Alvina, I finally have your book in my hands. I'm so excited for that. And to everybody else, Janet, Mr. Cox, the whole gang that was out there. Thank you guys so much. My name is Preston, so I'll make it really fast. I am your digital marketing. Forgot what I was here for. Your digital marketing smart friend. I'm on the team. If you guys have any questions around digital marketing, you're looking for new ways to level up your business, level up your game, reach out to me. One of the cool things that I recommend everybody get is a digital business card. If you guys go scan right here, you'll see that you can, in about 3 clicks, you get to download my entire contact information right into your phone and have all the information to keep in touch with me. So I'm recommending to everybody, you should be getting one of these. It's 2023. The world has gone digital, right? So you got to make sure that you're following along. And I'm running right now for everybody. I'm running a buy one, get one free. So if you wanted to check out my digital business card, that gives you the ability to pick one up and go half with somebody on it, or you can get one and pay it forward. All right, with that said, thanks everybody. Farrell, back to you, buddy.
Thank you very much. I'm just noting that to remind everybody, buy one, get one free. That is exceptional. And it's, again, power of community. So by coming together, we get the digital business cards at half price. I have one. I strongly recommend everybody do. I will share mine in the chat in a moment.
And just to level up on that thing, guys, basically, I've been promoting this a while. There are lots of different tools that can do them out there. That can get Bill actually taught ways of doing them. You can create one on some of the other platforms. I found, in terms of doing that, I found some limitations in the ones that are available. That's why I went out and created my own software to make them for this program here.
Man, thank you, Ken. Thank you, Preston. Hold on, I'm copying my digital business card as we're speaking, so I could share it in the chat after. That's not.
You can print the QR code right below your background there, Farrell.
Hey, cool. And actually, okay, good. And I just remembered we also have this reviewing tool we didn't talk about. Okay, actually, so all right, I'm all over the place. Hold on, I'm gonna make a note of that reviewing tool as well. I think that's awesome. Just and actually, well, we're a smaller group, so we have a little bit extra time. But like, how is it going for everybody in getting reviews on your sites and on Google and stuff like that? Has it been working for you? Because if not, then this is another quick tool. I'm going to share it here in the chat with everybody. But it's something that, again, an awesome tool that Preston had created for us to be able to streamline reviews. If you guys see a value in that and you want to get a tool like that, I strongly recommend it. And again, moving forward, like I want us to start functioning more as a team. So we want to be intentional in what we're doing, in terms of, making an effort for everybody to review each other's platforms. At the very least, we see each other on a weekly basis. So at the very least, we should see each other on on the in terms of reviews. And each of us should have each other's products as well. I think that would just be a fun exercise to do. All right, let's keep it moving in terms of next affiliate. So our next affiliate is our sister Alvina, Dr. Alvina Ryan, Grand Rising Queen. Thank you for being with us.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. So thank you very much. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about retirees. So a lot of us, our parents are in that category. And when it comes to car and home insurance, they probably are very faithful. They keep the same company. They don't ruffle the feathers a little bit. However, things have changed and they probably haven't gotten a new quote in a long time and they're on a limited income. So imagine us, we're struggling with all the rising costs, but they have less income and that's never changing. So get them to review their stuff with me. Alvina Ryan, damage insurance agent. I'm going to help them through it. I'm going to talk to them. I'm very patient. I'm going to explain all their benefits, and they might come out with a better price. Call me today. Don't delay. 514-990-9539. I'll take care of your parents, retirees. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you, Queen. I love that. And for all our guests, well, I don't think we have any guests on with us today. Everybody here are members. So that's awesome. In the event we do have guests, Alvina is our she helps to welcome our members, our new members, and our guests who are participating. So thank you, Alvina, for what you do. All right. So great. So let's transition now into our guests. Not guests, actually, the business owners are online. I don't see any guests with us this morning. So let's first jump into our brother, the backspin. Peace, 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 my brother. Oh, you're on mute.
So can you hear me now?
We can hear you now, brother.
Okay, peace, everybody. Grand Rising, of course. Nice to see you, Pharaoh. My name is Ricky, also known as the Backspin, of course. I'm a hip-hop producer. And I'm not often at the meetings because I'm still setting my time for a salary. Not for long, though. So let's put music aside. I'm also really in tune with nature and agriculture. So now I have this partner called Zola Food, where we import superfoods from Africa, of course, Catiopa, and the Caribbean. So for different marketplaces here in Montreal and of course around the world, but let's start in Montreal. You know, we have superfoods that we can deliver here, such as baobab powder, hibiscus flowers, oil like sesame oil, pumpkin seeds, pumpkin powder, and whatnot. So we can deliver, of course, by cargo boat and cargo plane for perishable food. So this might be interesting. And if you want more information, please, people, don't be shy, don't be scared. We can do business. This is what we're here for. 514-260-9701 to contact me directly. And of course, by email at rickyblow@hotmail.com. That is RICKYBLOW@hotmail.com. Here we go.
Amazing. Thank you, my brother. And I'm glad to hear that. And
Yes.
and actually, so just to ask you a question, so with the importing of the superfoods, what would you say are any challenges, or are there any challenges that you're currently facing that we could help as a community? And who's your target market? Like who would be your ideal client for the importing of the products?
Well, of course, natural health food stores here in Montreal.
Okay.
Of course, within the community, of course, too, because I think it's important to promote certain foods that are not that well known, or also has different names. For instance, there's this plant that is called asorosi, which is a blood cleanser. But when I go to Côte des Neiges, I don't know what it is, but I see it. I know the texture, but it's called cerise. You know, in French it's called asorosi, but in West Indies stores, like in Côte des Neiges and area, it's called cerise. So I didn't know that. But when I see the texture, I'm like, okay, it's the same plant but with a different name.
Right.
So sometimes name association can help. because we know it's the same food,
Yeah.
but sometimes the name is differs from the Latin name, the French, or let's say Creole Haitian name, or English name.
Okay, and I think one of the tricks maybe to solve that is to have some imaging, like some kind of pattern, so when people see it, at least they could kind of recognize the picture of the plant or the picture of the root or whatever be the case.
That would be nice, you know,
Yeah.
and crossing, of course, language barriers within that.
That's it. Okay, cool. All right, so I noted that. So health stores, health service providers. Okay, perfect. And
yeah, to associate names, you know, of different
okay.
Just so you because we have that plant in Montserrat and we call it Sarah C. So when you said it, I knew exactly what you were talking about. So sometimes it's not the spelling, it's the pronunciation by different because even in the Caribbean, you know, some people will call it a guinep and some people will call it an aki. So like what you were saying, but even sometimes it's written one way, but we pronounce it another way.
That's true.
You know, like my parents are from Montserrat and people say Montserrat, but it's Montserrat and it's Monstrations, and some people just don't know it unless you know the people, you know?
Yeah.
So
well said. Okay.
Yeah.
See this thing of language. It is something that yeah, we got to figure out how to bridge, you know, how to bridge it too. But I like this, and I definitely like the initiative, brother, and thank you for sharing. And actually, I will take another quick opportunity as we're okay with time. Just something else that we're doing for anybody who is artists, or if you know artists like musicians and stuff within the community. Seeing Backspin just reminded me, because it's something I just recently introduced him to as well. But our podcast on our radio show is dedicated to members. So if you are an artist or an entertainer within the community, we will use the platform to get your music out, to get your productions out onto the air. So we could what we've done for all the artists, we've created like a shared Google folder that we've shared with each artist that is shared with our production manager. So as you have new productions and stuff coming out, you could just quickly load them into the folder, let us know it's there, and then we can have it play on the air like the following week, you know. So, you know, we're here to support you as entertainers and performers within the community, so please don't hesitate. Okay, awesome. Thank you, brother Backspin, and keep up the great work.
You're welcome.
All right, next up, so I see brother Fred and Janet Cox.
Okay, good morning, everyone. I'm going to take over. She just stepped out for a minute. What a wonderful weekend. I felt like I was in Hollywood with so many celebrities, you know, on the weekend. Wonderful event, 2-day event. I felt energized. I felt, you know, as though it's hard to explain. I'm excited, right? And I like what I heard. And meeting all the people of the OFC, actually, you all look shorter than I normally, you know.
Thank you, Fred. Yes, you're a lot taller than a lot of
Everybody looks shorter, you know. But it was wonderfully done. And then, you know, to cap it off, we went to that beautiful restaurant. What's it, Saint Pierre?
Yes, Pub Saint Pierre, another OFC member location.
Very, very nice restaurant. And of course, we had the, you know, difficulty of driving back through the snow and the rain and the heavy winds. I had to pull off about 1 o'clock and just take a nap because, you know, the wind really got to us. So I took a nap. We got back about 5 o'clock in the morning. So
well, it's better to be safe, and we're glad that you made it back safe and that you're able to join us again. So glad to have you guys.
And his time is now up.
No, we're okay this morning. I'm keeping an eye on time, so we're okay. That was like an intro. All right.
Anyway, folks, I'm Fred Cox, as you know, and our product is liquid green products for cleaning your home, your car, your office, whatever. And now it is officially available in Montreal. You can get it at the Idia supermarket. It's there, and it's going to be on special. I'm not sure if they're putting it up today or during the week. And also, you can also touch base with Faro. Faro has a batch there that you can get. So there's no shortage of liquid green products in Montreal.
Yes.
So get your stuff, clean your home, and stay healthy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
You want her on?
Yeah, we'll just tag you right in, Janet.
Yes.
You guys in the same screen. Enjoy.
Well, I won't reiterate everything Frederick had said, but it really was a fantastic weekend. In a nutshell, it was worth the drive to Montreal.
Awesome. Thank you.
And the highlight for me was just putting a face to all the names. That was great. Okay. So I'm here usually to talk about Novatech, and I'm going to be really frank. Novatech, if you have not yet joined, you will not be able to join from Canada. All right. Novatech has had
made a decision.
They have made a decision to opt out of Canada because of all the stress with the government, etc. Saying that, it is still viable, and we have been signing people up outside Canada. But you know what? When one door closes, what do the Christians say? A door closes, a window, or a window opens, a door closes. So there is another program, and I feel just as confident with this program. Usually we don't like to do anything until we've done it ourselves. And so I'm going to put a link in the chat if you'd like to hear more about. It's called CBM. All right. And it's in terms of management, in terms of what it does. It offers return on investment of 1% a day. All right. So there are some opportunities for Canadians. We will not be shut out. We will not be left to just depend on the banks offering 0.01% a year. Okay. And it has been working phenomenally within the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. And what has happened, let me just, if I may, some of the exchange platforms like ShakePay and Newton, they are now denying the transfer of funds to
Yeah.
thing, right?
Yes. So we would love to talk about the new program. And of course, Novatech is still there. If your money is invested in Novatech, there is no need to worry. It is 100% safe and still compounding at your average of 3% a week.
So then maybe what we could do is like how we done with Novatech, maybe set up just an info session for those who might want more information about the new platform. Okay, so we'll make a note to follow up on that because these are thank you for bringing the information. And you said that was C like Charlie, B like boy, M like mom, CBM.
No, CMB.
Oh, sorry, CMB.
Can't read and write.
I forget the acronym. Oh Lord.
All right, CMB. Okay, perfect. All right, and so we'll make a note to do a follow-up session. Okay. Thank you guys. Okay. Next. All right. There's a scene across the screen. All right. Our brother Malik, owner of vending machines across Canada. Okay, well, within North America to start. Grand Rising, my brother.
Grand Rising. Hi, my name is Malik Bramford. I have a vending machine corporation named N&M Snack Inc. We have vending machines in Quebec and in Ontario. What we really do is try to find vending machines in high traffic locations, and we're always looking for new business partners and ways to expand. We're also on Instagram at N_M. It's kind of long, but if you just type in N&M Snack Inc., you'll find it. Okay. And yeah.
Perfect. And let me ask you, as I'm a bit chatty this morning. So, do you have challenges that you're facing as an entrepreneur that we could look to help you with collectively?
Yeah, just finding like better locations like universities and stuff like that.
Okay. Oh, that's very specific. Okay, good. All right. So then that's good, and because we do actually have some university relationships. Okay, cool. Looking for schools. Universities. Awesome. Thank you, brother Malik. Glad to have you.
Cool.
Okay, schools and universities. All right, let's keep it moving. She at Grand Rising.
Grand Rising, everyone. Thank you very much for having me. I know I'm usually in the background, but today I decided to come on out. So my name is Shiata Lewis from Westcan Folk Performing Company. I am the artistic director. Westcan is a Caribbean folk performing group, and we specialize in sharing information about Caribbean culture through dance, music, and song. And we have special showcases that we do. We do workshops for all ages. And basically that's what we do here in Montreal. Right now we have a project that's called Carnival is Mass Movement and Music, where we are exploring the origins of the carnival culture in the Caribbean, and having workshops and panel discussions from experts and knowledge keepers in the community to help educate the younger generation about what it is that you're partaking in Caribana, in Montreal Carnival right around the world, what it is that you're doing and what it is that you're representing. So this is the project called Carnival is Mass Movement and Music. And for more information, you can go to our website, which is westcanfolk.com. And you can click on the link and find out about Carnival is Mass Movement and Music.
Amazing. And when is the next workshop you guys are hosting? Sorry.
We have one coming up this weekend. This weekend, we are looking at the traditional techniques of wire bending. So the wire bending the frames to actually make those big costumes and the backpacks, the collars, you name it. So wire bending is one of the traditional techniques that is used, and we're going to learn how to do it.
Awesome. Thank you guys, and thank you for just keeping the culture alive. I know you guys had an awesome workshop this past weekend as well. We had a little conflicting issue, so we all couldn't participate, but it was great to see the pieces that were made, like the head pieces that were made. So again, just continue to encourage you guys. And in terms of challenges, did you have any current challenges that you're working on that you could use a hand with?
Yeah, just getting the word out, letting people know that we exist, and finding out more about WestCan. So please send people to our website, let them see what we have going on, and hopefully they'll decide that, hey, this is something they can get into.
Amazing.
And our doors are open.
Sorry about that. And it's westcanfolk.com?
Yes.
Okay. If you can maybe just share the link again with us in the chat, so it'll be easier for us to just copy and share it with our networks.
No problem.
Thank you. Cool. Those who all know, Shai is my better half. Great to have you. Thanks, Shai. All right. Next, we have Dr. Williams. Grand Rising, Dr. Williams. I missed you this weekend. I was hoping to see you.
Oh, I won't say the weekend from hell, but I had a very, very focused weekend.
Okay.
I had to go to a baby shower for my niece. And she's the daughter of my sister that I lost in December.
Okay.
And she was quite clear that she wanted me to stand there with her. So
yes,
I attended that. I had to focus. What can I tell you?
I hear that. And that is a priority. So I'm glad you're able to do that for
me. Yeah. Sometimes family, you know what I mean? It supersedes. You have to do. And I'm now the oldest aunt.
Okay.
I have to play that role that I saw my great aunts, my aunts playing when I was a kid. Right. So, it just moves from generation to generation, and I need to be there for the youngsters. So
I hear you. That's beautiful.
Sure.
I'm glad you
okay.
did that.
So I'm assuming most of you have heard me talk about Black Biblio and what we do. We have products that we've designed specifically to help deal with one of the major issues we have in our community, and that's our own self-awareness, our own community awareness, our own global awareness. Where are we in the Canadian, in the diasporic understanding of being Black on this planet? We will never find that out from what they teach us in the schools. Your kids, your grandchildren will never have that understanding and that awareness when they finish, even when they graduate. Some may pick it up in university, the more analytical minds, more awareness, more introduction to the material out there. But for the most part, the majority of us really don't know. And we kind of vacillate between, well, we've got our feet here in Canada, but sometimes our head is in the Caribbean or the United States or Africa. Where do we center ourselves? What is our understanding of Canada? And as long as we keep kind of like we're on that molten lava, we're okay. We're okay. However, we need to change that dynamic. And that's what this company is about. That's what my products are about, is to begin to give not just the Black community, but Canada as a whole, that rootedness of the Black community, why we are here, where we are, how it came about, how we contributed, and what we have done to help to make this country what it is, good or bad, warts, freckles, whatever it is that makes Canada what it is to the world. We help to create that as well. And we're part of the mix, the joie de vivre when I talk about Quebec. That is the essence of being Canadian. So the ABCs, the Canadian Black History Kit, is my main product. And my company also has decks of cards that we produce, we sell. And we're hoping to get that across Canada, because I know you're going to ask me, oh, what is the challenge? It's the same challenge now as it was in January. A, to get the kits into the school and or community centers or libraries or churches, wherever you want the education of yourself, to augment the education of your children in a melanated way, in a way that brings who they are out, okay? And also to get those cards across the country to kind of pique people's interests and get them all interested. And they're fun. I'm told people play with them, adults that I know have the cards say, oh, I keep them in my purse. Okay. All right. And apparently they just take them out when it's time to prove something here to some friend or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at right now, Pharaoh. We just finished Black History Month, and we're moving towards next Black History Month.
Amazing. Thank you, Dr. Williams. And you hadn't been here for a couple of weeks, so I wanted to give you time to just, express and share. So it's been a minute. So I kind of missed you, so I'm glad to have you back with us. I'm glad for what you're doing.
You missed me, Pharaoh. Yeah, you're a sweetheart.
And the thing, and actually, well, because your part, when it's my time to talk, like your product is something that I want to bring up as well. So I'm glad that you're here. So good. Because this is just where we're at right now. So I think I've touched on everybody. Let me see. Sister Carlene, are you here as a visitor today? Are you listening in? Did you send me any messages that I didn't see yet, or are you promoting this morning? Carlene's one of our, she owns a hot sauce company, but very often she is just participating as a guest, just hearing what's going on in the community. So I'll assume that's what she's doing this morning, because she's not chiming in, and then I will take the floor. So if that's the case, I think it's just me now. So yes. So, all right, guys, so I'm Farrah Hammond-Freeman, founder and director of the OFC. As you already know, the OFC is our community resource. We are here at everybody's, to serve everybody's needs. Think of us first for all your community and your business needs. If you're looking to network, this is the place to be. If you're looking to build with like-minded people, this is the place to be. If you need help, whether it be from, whatever it is, from A to Z, this is the place to be. So we're glad to be able to do that. So if you know anybody else who could benefit from this type of community or this type of support, I strongly encourage that you introduce them, refer them to the OFC. It will be our pleasure to serve them. And again, I say it all the time, we are community resource first, all right? So anybody who sees the value in building together and building a solid economic foundation for our future generations, this is the place to be. So and just quick little things to note and things that we have coming up. So good news, we're going to be putting out a press release, but seeing you guys are here with us, we're going to be sharing the fact that the OFC was we did receive a grant for our healing retreat and campground. So yay to that. Applause. We have our grant was over 100,000. I think we got about 125,000 to be able to renovate the grounds, bring in some new staff, expand on what we're already doing. And again, this is a space that we're setting up for healing within the community. We have partnered with WestCan and When the Village Meditates, so we're going to be bringing in culture, the meditation, the yoga onto the space. And I'm already, you guys know me, I'm already a step ahead and looking at setting up the same structure in Ontario and in Alberta. Again, like the model is clearly working. The funding has come in for it to support the initiative. So other people are seeing the value in what we're doing. And so this is something we're really looking forward to making available to the members of the community. So that was an awesome piece of good news. And I just want to remind you all, again, as business owners, we have our weekly podcast and radio show. So when you guys, whatever you're putting out, whenever you need additional visibility, we can create ads for you that could run on the shows. Now that the shows are on Spotify, iTunes, like they're on iHeartRadio, the potential in terms of visibility is huge. So again, if you want to get on there, if you want to join us on the platform, just reach out to us. It's our pleasure to have you and to create the visibility and the promotion for you. So do not hesitate. All right. So now I had mentioned, first of all, we had an awesome listen this morning. The 2 chapters that we listened to in Atomic Habits, like they were exceptional. What was the notes that I had made? Basically, again, it's just talking about how to make it easier to go to follow good habits and how to make it harder to avoid bad habits, so to speak. And what was my question I was going to ask for you guys today? The commitment habit, because they're mentioning we have to make certain commitments, we have to make certain commitments towards the habits that we want to form. And they were talking generally, and I was trying to tie it into business. And the reason for it is in this past weekend in meeting with Jarvis and discussing with Jarvis and looking at the state of where we are with our businesses and organizations, he kind of gave me a bit of a challenge, right? And what it is we have dedicated business owners that are coming out on a regular basis. And what we need to start doing is almost, for lack of a better term, it's like tracking our success. It's almost similar to how BNI has a way that they could track like referrals and different things like that. We actually need to start becoming a little more accountable to ourselves and to each other, and ensuring that we're leveling up as entrepreneurs, because we don't want to be we never want to get to the point where we're stagnant. We always want to be pushing ourselves and going to another level and going to other levels. Now, and the reason I had referenced Ken is because we said we have to look at the community as a whole and look at what the needs are. And this, guys, and if you guys would like to make this more conversational, I want to encourage you guys, I welcome you guys to unmute and stuff like that, so we could just have a quick chat. But now from where we're looking from the outside looking in, is that one of our biggest challenges is that a lot of us aren't generating the revenue that we should be as entrepreneurs. So we're still stuck where, we're either stuck still working a 9 to 5 and running our business at the same time, or our business, it's not at a point where it could sustain our families yet. So it's still like we're still working it, but we still haven't broken that, that barrier, so to speak. So now, and looking at the tools and the resources that we have available, now Ken has an exceptional sales program, right? And now sales is like a fundamental aspect when we're talking about generating revenue. Thank you, Ken. And Ken, I'm going to give you a moment to actually, because I'm going to want you to if you can, just maybe give some broad strokes in terms of what the fundamentals that we learn within the sales course, because and I want to brainstorm with you guys. As you guys know, the OFC, we are extremely dedicated to your success as entrepreneurs. And if that means that collectively we have to see how we raise funds as a group to be able to finance a course that we could maybe, if Ken is open to the concept, maybe creating a group session for those who want it. But it's I want to go over and beyond to ensuring that you guys are getting the support that you need so that you could level up your business, because there's other tools and things that we want to bring into the mix. And this is where Jarvis had to kind of pull me back, because he's like, some of the visions and some of the things that you want to do for the community are awesome, but all your entrepreneurs aren't there yet. So it's like you're coming with different initiatives, different tools to get them to scale and to expand, but their basic needs or their basis processes, or so to speak, aren't there yet. They're not generating the revenue they need to be completely autonomous. There's certain little fundamentals, and this came out of when we're looking at the term slipping me again, but it's like it's almost like steps in a entrepreneurial's journey, so to speak. So there's different things that you need to get done before you could do others, right? It's just logically. So before we talk about, let's say, over marketing, like getting yourself out, it's important to make sure your foundation. So when we promote your business and we send it out, and now you're getting the visibility because you're connected with Preston, he's doing what he said he'll do for you. So you're getting the visibility, you're getting the calls. If you don't know how to manage those calls when they're coming in, you're not any further, because now we've created this awareness for you. You have people coming to you, but you don't know how to close the deals. You don't know how to ensure that you have that client. And that was like a little rough example, but like Jarvis and I like spoke about this for like an hour, of certain fundamentals we need to be putting in place. And now, so first, before I give Ken a couple of moments to introduce, I would like to hear from you guys in terms of what you think about that concept. Like, just if you have any kind of feedback that you'd like to share on it, the floor is yours. If you do, if not, then I'll just give the floor to Ken for him to introduce us what the sales aspects are. Any thoughts, comments? I could be mistaken. Are you all financially where you want to be with your businesses? Because then I could be mistaken, and we all just should be going just past the sales part and to the marketing aspect. But if you guys are not where you want to be financially, then that's why I'm putting a little more emphasis on this part.
No, I think, Pharaoh, it is a terrific idea. We are actually here in Toronto trying to get a group together to talk with Ken. And we have employed the services of Dali, who is the social media. And I met Preston, and I know, Preston, I'm going to sign up for that 15-minute with you, because we're going to take advantage of your 2-for-1. All right. So the idea, I just really believe, I mean, we're from Ontario. Ontario has a lot of groups. There are more groups than you can imagine here. All right. But for some reason, we're connecting with the Montrealers. So I was even saying to Frederick, we should get a Airbnb and come down and spend 3 weeks, weeks, and just work from there for a while.
You guys have so much fun. Like it's
So I'm looking forward to what you have to say. And we're definitely not where we need to be. Exactly. And we've been in business more than 8 years, and we're still not where we need to be financially. As a friend of ours said to us, I can't understand why you guys, with the product that you have, we don't understand why you're not millionaires. And of course, after we hear Ken, we're going to understand why we're not yet.
That's it. And thank you for sharing that. And the thing is, guys, and like my whole goal here again is really like, I want to hear from you all. As you guys know, we're here to serve your needs. We don't want to create initiatives that you don't see a value in. We don't want to push anything that is not necessarily beneficial to you all. And so really but again, like in just communicating with Jarvis, he's coming from the United States, so his what he sees is a little bit different. I don't want to say drive, but I guess for lack of a better term, like, their hustle, their drive, their push for success is just different. Like, it's a different beast. So when he met a lot of business owners here, he's like, you guys don't have the same, like, like, I don't know how to put it, but he's like, your business owners are like very complacent, like, but yet no, it's not like we're sitting in a room full of millionaires. Like, it's just, but everybody seems to like carry themselves like they are, like as if they already made it, or they're not. Like, there's a lack of hunger, like there's a lack of like fight to try to get to try to make it happen. And he gave me that example, and I'm sure you guys have heard the analogy before, where it's like but like if you're trying to conquer a land or whatever the case, like you burn your boats type of concept, like like you dock and you burn your ship, and it's like, by any means necessary, we have to make this work because we're here. A lot of us, it's like we're comfortable, like, and I think that maybe we have to make ourselves a bit uncomfortable so that we could level up as entrepreneurs. So so Ken, if I could give you a couple moments just to highlight a little bit about what the sales course is about, so we could discuss it a little bit more as a collective. And again, I really want us to look at seeing how we could make this available to more members within the community, because I think the sales course is one of our fundamental pieces, in my opinion. And again, I'd like the opinions of people within the collective, but I think it's an important piece. So Ken, I'll cede the floor to you and go from there.
I think first off, it's important to know that my business was founded in 1983. and we're a cross Canada organization, and I'm one of the owners here in Montreal, and we're essentially a program-based company, much like a university. We have programs in sales, leadership, and strategy. These are the main pillars, foundational blocks that most businesses need. And this is two of our programs. You can see they're pure selling and milestones. One is strategy, and I just finished working with Azraphil, who's the osteopath in the UFC, and he's already doubled his revenues. Now, Pharaoh took this program, both of these programs, with me back in 2006, and he wasn't alone. His mother was there, his brother MC City Sola was there, Neve Charles, who was running a cleaning business in the UFC, participated. Marcus Long as well was there. Pharaoh put together a great group of people, and they all learned these same two programs that are foundational with me. And I would say, I'll go out on a limb and say Pharaoh is who he is today. To a large part, his focus, his energy, and his drive is because of simple two programs. Now, most of us jump into business. We want to sell. We got great products, liquid green, investment strategies, etc. We're so busy trying to sell, we're forgetting about learning how to do it. And we're forgetting about the strategies that we need to, our mission statements, our values, all these things, they're foundational. We're so busy. So imagine for the moment, you're a professional athlete. You want to win a gold medal. So what do? You start racing, you start jumping in the pool. Yes, you're action oriented and you're doing lots of things, but are you getting the results? And this is why you need habit forming trainers and coaches to help you to do it right. So as business owners, we typically jump in and we don't actually learn how to do it properly. The thing about my pure selling program is 12 sessions, it's 12 modules. And the 12 modules is, well, selling in the new economy. The world has changed. We've all know that. But let's reflect on it. Success, what does it mean to you? Most of us have never thought about it. What does it mean to be a selling professional? What does it mean to have a confident selling attitude? You may be confident, but are you able to project that? And do you really believe it? I have to work on you first before I can teach you to sell. And this is the problem with a lot of sales programs. They don't do that. They just jump in and teach you how to sell. Well, it's not habit forming. I focus on the habits, just like Atomic Habits. Then you have to see the people. You have to, where do you find them? Are you going to go all over Canada looking for the ideal client? No, you got to be focused. You got to build relationships. You have to have profitable client strategies. You have to get referrals. You have to know how to ask questions. And the missing component is your presentation skills. Wow. Awesome. I teach that as well.
Wait, hold on. And I think that I just wanted to make some emphasis on the question asking part as well, though, because as you're saying that, I feel that that's a big part in terms of just ensuring that you're selling to the right person, that you've taken the time to actually get to know your client, to ensure that because one of the things I think that stood out the most to me is understanding the difference between a salesperson and a person who's really looking to provide a solution for a problem. Right. And we don't want to be salespeople. We're not here to sell a product. You want to actually genuinely take the time to communicate with your client, listen to them, listen to their needs, and then offer them a solution that could help. Right. And that's what makes the world of a difference. That's what makes the world of a difference between a salesperson and a person who's actually trying to provide a solution. Right. And it's like, it comes across more genuine. You're more apt to build a long-term client because they know that you're not here to just push a product or sell something. You're actually genuinely listening to their needs and providing them a solution. And what they would appreciate you even more if after that conversation you tell them, no, you know what, actually what I have is not ideal for you. I don't want to just sell it to you just because I can. I want to actually give you something that's best for you. And if that means I have to refer you to somebody else that could better serve your needs, then I'm going to do that at the risk of losing the potential client. you'll be surprised. That person will find a reason to come back and support you just because of the fact that you did that for them. But you know, it's a subtle mindset. Sorry, Ken. That's that.
But you're absolutely right. And the last thing we need to do is learn how to minimize and handle the objections, because you're going to get them. And objections.
Wait. Sorry, Ken. You jumped. You missed the spot because I'm looking at the paper. The asking for action. That's a huge part too. The presentation, asking for action. That was something else that, again, it's knowing when to ask for the sale. We have a tendency of that is when do we close the deal? Like, we could talk back and forth, and the person, without knowing, and again, this is what Ken's going to be teaching you guys, but you have to know the buying signs. You have to know when the person is ready to commit. And there's certain key things that you could listen, that you'll hear once you know what you're listening for. That you'll hear them say in the conversation that will tell you that's a buying sign. They are prepared to go to the next step. You could actually stop pitching now and just go to close. Like, you know, and we have a tendency where we sometimes pitch ourselves out of a sale. You know, it's like, you know, so
sometimes you got to shut up.
Yeah. That's basically what it is. So sorry, Ken. I'm hyped this morning, so I just want to make sure you guys are getting the sauce. Okay, go ahead.
So this is the sales process: setting annual and monthly goals. You know,
yes.
Developing profitable client strategies, setting appointments, the interview, building relationships, arousing interest. Woohoo! Ask the key questions. Summarize. You've got presentation skills for presenting your ideas, checking questions, handling of objections, and asking for action. This is all part of this program, and it's the best program I've ever seen. And when I got started back in 2002, I had to learn this program because I had everything I needed from Bombardier Aerospace. I had strategy, I had leadership, but you know something? I had to share my ideas with people in order to get them to do business with me. And it worked. 20 years. I've been in this business 20 years, and I'm proud of every single business owner I've had the privilege to work with. And Farrell Hammond Freeman is a great example. The osteopath in the group is a great example. I've done work with Carlene. I've done work with Sabrina. I'm looking to do more work because each and every one of you, I'm telling you, if you take this program, it'll be the best investment you ever made.
Okay, Ken, I appreciate you, and I thank you again. When I took it years ago, when I was a lot younger, and I told everybody after I'd taken the course, it's like, it did give me the license to print money, because once you understand certain fundamentals, you could be in any scenario and you could earn, you could generate, you know, you could earn revenue. Like, it was enough for me to say, you know what, I want to take what I already have and pivot a little bit and get into the more nonprofit world, you know, and do things like, it wasn't just about the money anymore, because I was like, okay, great, I've mastered this art of making money. Now I want to use these skills and help to build a community. And help to, you know, empower others to be able to empower others, so on and so forth. So that's really why we're doing what we're doing. I wanted to just give an opportunity. Did anybody have any questions about like the sales aspect and anything that we're discussing? Either questions, comments, concerns, like challenges, like what is stopping you from embarking in this type of like, you know, sales program, sales initiative? Have you done something like this in the past? And you didn't like it? Like, it could be anything, but we're here to communicate as a community. Any thoughts, questions, concerns, comments?
Well, from the weekend, what I realized, and we've basically always realized this, that is the systems that we have in place, or that we don't have in place. For example, if we were to pass away this week, our business would basically just pass away with us. So if we don't do something about that, then, you know, so that's what I realize is what's missing. It's not just the product, right?
Thank you.
So when we know, like, you know, the CRMs, the digital, the way, and to keep motivated, because as I said, we've been doing this for a few years. And in the beginning, like the first 5 years, we were really motivated. And we do live on this full time, but it's still not, we're not full time. I mean, I've said it over and over, right? So
we're not where we're supposed to be in the bottom line.
And it's his fault.
There's a lot of potential, but it's not, we're not for some reason, we have not been able to capitalize on those potentials because there's too much noise going on.
And this is where habit forming training and coaching works.
Yes.
And
that's the
again,
missing plugin.
And so on that note too, is because, and the reason I'm putting this kind of emphasis out and I'm sharing it on the platforms and stuff like that is because I also feel that we have like a superpower, or we have an advantage because the fact that we're a collective, we're a community of people we meet on a weekly basis. We're dedicated to connecting with each other. We support each other. But it's like we should be going like one step above. Like it's and again, I'm not sure exactly what that looks like or what that means, but it's just that our commitment to each other, we have to bring it to another level. Like, and then like I had mentioned like Dr. Williams before, because I had made a note, like we know the power of like, first of all, we know the need that we have as people from the melanated community or melanin dominant community, so to speak, where our histories aren't being told, and our children are growing up in the school system where there's no foundation, where they're being taught like anything awesome about themselves, about their background. Most references go to the United States and they reference slavery. That's what we have. And now we have a tool within our own community and we have children. We have our own children, we have nieces, we have grandchildren, that at the very least we should be making a point to get the cards into their schools. At the very least, if it's not the curriculum, just to plant that seed. But it's like, how do we do that? What effort should we be making? And if it's for the OFC to create the programs to put in place for members, to make it easier for members to purchase from each other, to be able to get things out, or whatever be the case, then just let me know. That's something that we should be developing. Then that's something that we could take to our board and start to develop programs. But know that we're willing, like if whatever we have to do to leverage the relationships within the community, to leverage the services that we have, to leverage a network, to leverage the visibility, then we will do it, because our goal, again, at the end of the day, like our big why, like, you know, we had mentioned over the weekend, like, what's your why? Your why should be one of the most motivating things that you have. Like, our why is to really see an empowered community. Like, by all means necessary, like Sister Janet just said, I'd be really sad if I were to transcend and the OFC would just fizzle away because we didn't put enough things into place and it didn't have enough momentum to continue past me. All right. So thank you, Ken. These are the steps that we need to follow: sales, leadership, and oh, you're on mute.
We're a program-based company, like a private university for small business owners like yourself.
Well said, Ken. So that's
what guarantee results.
Good. So now, I've haggled you guys for the last 10 minutes or so, just to try to let you guys know the seriousness of us working together and chiming together. And if now I've planted some seeds and things are percolating, please don't hesitate if you want to reach out to me directly to ask some questions and you want to start putting some things in place. Just know, Ken, I do have to follow up with you for us to brainstorm a little bit more on this concept of creating like bringing this university program as a pillar within the OFC, because I think it's something that we can make like explore a little bit about making it happen for members. I think that could be cool, and if we could figure out how to get it financed, so we could offset the cost for the members to be able to participate, I think that would be huge. But just know this is the mindset that we have, guys. And like this past weekend with Jarvis and with everybody I had a chance to connect with, it has me very motivated, and I want to see you all grow. I want to see you guys expand, and I just want to see that hunger for success come out of you guys.
That's awesome.
Okay, good. So cool. So thank you, Queen, and thank you guys for being present. So as usual, just in respect of the time, it is 8:30. This has been another awesome OIC business team meeting. I hope that it was of value to you all who participated. So with that, I give thanks to life, God, our creator, and our ancestors for always creating these opportunities for us to be able to get together and to build together. And I just ask that life just continue to bless each and every one of you guys, keep you in great health, keep you in great spirits, and just continue to bless you all financially, that your business could continue to grow to support yourself, your families, as well as your communities. Hotep, amen, and ashe, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you guys soon. All right. Thanks, guys.
Have a good day, everyone. Bye now.
Okay, ciao.